Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and today is a very special day because if you're watching this on one out of two places. You're either watching this on YouTube, which you really should be watching this on YouTube, and you should subscribe to the channel, hit that like button down below. You know how we do. Or you're watching this over on Facebook. If you're watching this on Facebook, hey, how you doing? Simulcasting. I'm just trying something out real quick. This is exciting for me right now. Trying something out. If y'all saw my post earlier, y'all saw that, we got some new things coming up. We're doing some new things with the channel. And so, yeah, it's kind of like my first step, my little test, my little experiment. But what better way to start an experiment, to do a test, to return to Facebook than to talk about Beavis and Butthead, who are also coming back on streaming this year, right? So that's crazy. So the movie I'm talking about today is Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. This is somewhat a sequel and somewhat a pilot, I guess you can say, to the Beavis and Butthead franchise. For those of you who don't know, Beavis and Butthead is coming back in about a few weeks, actually, on Paramount Plus with a brand new series. And this movie is on Paramount Plus now. So yeah, so this is very interesting. So, and I never would have thought that I'd see Beavis and Butthead come back once again. It's like they never die. They're idiots. These idiots never die. And I'm going to talk more about that. But before I do, like I said earlier, make sure you guys hit the like button down below if you enjoy this reaction on either Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys do that. Comment below. If you're on Facebook, then come on over to the YouTube channel and just comment. But you're on YouTube, come on, hit that live comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like to interact. We do these things live all the time. So all that out the way, Beavis and Butthead, we know them from the 90s. Some of us grew up on them. I did not, but some of it, they are an inescapable part of pop culture. They started off as a series where it was just two dumb, and I mean dumb, teenage boys would sit there and kind of comment on like music videos and things of such. They were canceled after a few seasons and then brought back in I think it was like 2011 with a new series that kind of lasted for a little bit, then was canceled again. And then as soon as Paramount Plus came around, it was like, hey, we should bring back Beavis and Butthead. And they did. So this movie, it definitely has the original team back. Mike Judge, who plays both Beavis and Butthead and created the series, he wrote this, and he didn't direct it. It was directed by John Rice and Albert Calleros, rather. Yeah, like movie. The first was back in 1996, the theatrical film Beavis and Butthead Do America, which I have to admit is pretty freaking funny. Because that movie kind of follows just Beavis and Butthead as they're just trying to find their missing TV. And they end up getting involved in a plot with the government and assassins, and it's just so dumb. But the whole time they think they're about to score, which for those of you who may not know what that means that they think that they're about to have sex with a hot girl the entire movie. And their entire reasoning for going along with a lot of the events in the movie is that they think they're going to score. They think that woman is inviting them so they can get laid. And they get by on the dumbest of dumb luck. Like, seriously, they evade so much danger, harm, death, etc. because of just pure misunderstanding and pure idiocracy. Like, I've never seen dumb luck like this. And so if you think that was ridiculous, you have seen nothing until you've seen them do the universe. So this that's gross. But so this movie, it does something really interesting, right? So it kind of takes Beavis and Butthead from the year, it starts off in the year 1998 with like a classic Beavis and Butthead scenario where Butthead is kicking Beavis in the nuts to see how many times he can kick Beavis in the nuts. Yes, that is how this movie starts. And they're at a science fair. So he's doing it in the name of science. So they end up going to, it's like this machine that somebody else builds in the school, and it's like a football, it's like a touchdown machine. So it's like it has this big foot on it, you wind it up, and it's supposed to be able to kick the perfect field goal, the perfect touchdown, right? So these two idiots decide that they're going to use that Butthead's going to use that to kick Beavis in the nads. And yes, it kicks Beavis in the nads so freaking hard that it causes a fire in the school science fair, which ends up burning down half of the school and gets them sentenced to jail. Which was lovely because these two idiots always seem to skate by. This time they face consequences. However, because of Touched by an Angel, yes, the show. Y'all remember that show, Touched by an Angel? It was like really good. It used to come on back in the day. I used to watch it when I was young. I don't really remember what it was about. But because, again, this movie is set in the year 1998, the beginning part. So because of the show Touched by an Angel, Beavis and Butthead are not sent to jail immediately. They are sent to a NASA space program so that they can learn to be astronauts and change the world. What are the odds? So they get there, and this is where the movie starts to, it does some cool things, admittedly, but this is where it starts to get a little bit more ridiculous. They get to the space place, and they see this, they see like this rocket ship and this machine hand, and they're not supposed to touch it, but they start touching it. And not only do they touch it and use it, so it's like the one part goes into the other part, and it looks like sexual. It looks like a penis going inside a vagina. I'm going to just say it. We're all grown here. And they just repeat that motion with the two tools. Like, it's just really stupid. And they just repeat that over and over all night long, to the point where the NASA scientists are like, wow, they're really great at this. It's like they have an unhealthy obsession. We have to get them on this space, help us do what we need to do to change the world and help the space station. So these two idiots go through astronaut training. But before that, a hot lady comes up and says, hey guys, how would you like to do that for a long time? They think that they are being approached to score. And so they go through the NASA training, and all the training they go through, their main motivation is that they are in belief that they are going to get to bang this chick. And it is just horrifically stupid. And so what happens is eventually they make it up to the space station. They really screw it up by looking through a telescope and looking directly at the sun. They both go blind. They screw this thing up completely, and they end up going through a wormhole that just puts them into the year 2022, which is the year we're in now. So Beavis and Butthead end up in our year. And from there, this movie just goes off the rails. I can talk about the rest of this movie, but it's just something that you got to see. There are alternate versions of Beavis and Butthead, a smart Beavis and Butthead. They have to return back to their time before the entire multiverse explodes. It is just a crazy ride. And of course, the lady who was the astronaut, she thinks that Beavis and Butthead have come back to destroy her career. So she goes out to kill them. And then there are government people who think Beavis and Butthead are aliens. So they're out to capture them and kill them. It's just ridiculous. And the whole time, the entire time, Beavis and Butthead are just skating by on the most ridiculous of luck. They even learn about white privilege, which was the funniest scene in the movie, honestly. This movie is ridiculous, okay? It's Beavis and Butthead. If you didn't like Beavis and Butthead before, don't even waste your time. You're not going to like them now. But if you were like a little iffy on Beavis and Butthead, hey, listen, I was a little back and forth on Beavis and Butthead, okay? Like I said, I didn't necessarily grow up on it, but I knew what it was, you know what I mean? So it's like, watching this movie, I got irritated, but I also had a great time watching it because I was like, yo, these idiots are like surviving. What the fuck is going on here? Like, I could not believe some of the things that they just survived. Like, they are idiots. They are idiots. They are beyond idiots. And it's just so funny that they could make this movie, which is over an hour long. Let me see exactly how long is this movie? Because it's over an hour. It's like 86 minutes. They can stretch these characters two times, over an hour long in a film format and make it entertaining. It's entertaining, but they are so stupid, and it's just so funny. And there's one part in particular towards the end where they realize, the smart Beavis and Butthead, they're like, well, I guess we didn't really need them to do that. We overcomplicated things. We could have threw a brick in there and it would have made no difference. It was really crazy. This movie is ridiculously crazy. Yeah, just based off the sheer amount of misunderstandings. I mean, they learn about smartphones. They learn about like Beavis falls in love with Siri, the iPhone app, and thinks it's the person that they're trying to get to bang. Um, they see themselves as old people. Uh, then it's like a whole multiverse of Beavis and Buttheads, and none of them have ever had sex, so it's really weird. And like at the end, only one of them, like the smart Beavis and Butthead that we meet in this movie, you just make it to the end, and it's just like, wow, seriously. So I mentioned earlier that Beavis and Butthead was getting a reboot this year on Paramount Plus, and I feel like this movie definitely perfectly leads into the reboot that we're getting in like a couple weeks. Actually, they just put out a trailer for that a couple days ago. Really, this movie came out on Paramount Plus on June 23rd, so it's been out for a while now, almost a month now. I think I watched it the weekend that it came out. And like I said, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really just, it was just something, you know, it's just something. And apparently the creator, he loves this because he also made the show King of the Hill. And he loves this show more than King of the Hill, apparently. And King of the Hill is also coming back too. So it's really cool. But yeah, I mean, I can't really say movie except for this is ridiculous. This is one of the most ridiculous movies I've ever seen in my entire life, with the most ridiculous characters I've ever seen in my entire life. They do something really interesting. They give Beavis kind of a story arc where he's kind of tired of how Butthead treats him, and he kind of wants to do things on his own, and you kind of see how much of an asshole Butthead really is. So it's like, wow, Beavis, you should find another friend. And Butthead, you gotta chill the hell out because you kind of rude. Like you're just about as dumb as Beavis is, buddy. Don't put yourself in a high horse. So is it worth the watch? I don't know. I would give it a chance. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching it again. I've only watched it once. I would not mind watching it again, though. The things I liked about it is just how I just thought it keeps the same animation. Where if you watch Beavis and Butthead, when they talk, they kind of they keep that in there. So I really like the animation. I like some of the jokes. I like the absurdity of it all, but I just dislike the fact that these two are fucking idiots. But outside of that, I don't really have anything against this movie. I mean, it's a harmless, mindless 86 minutes to spend. So I mean, hey, if you got Paramount Plus, I mean, and you can take Beavis and Butthead in some way, shape, or form, I would say give it a watch. But it's not anything that I would say is like a high priority watch. In terms of my rating, I'm gonna give this movie about a y'all gonna hate me for this. I'm giving this about a 4.2 out of 5 stars. Like I said, it is funny. I can't lie, it is pretty funny. And the shenanigans are very interesting that they get into. It's nice to see them in some modern situations. And it kind of does have me excited for the new show to kind of see if they kind of follow through with them being in 2022. And, you know, some of the scenarios that are being in the trailer for the new Beavis and Butthead does look fairly interesting. So I'm willing to give it a shot. But I mean, that's it, though. That's all I have to say about this. Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, now streaming on Paramount Plus. If you have it, check it out. If not, you're not really missing much. But, you know, hey, it's Beavis and Butthead. When have we ever missed that much from Beavis and Butthead? But nah, that's it though. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you all for tuning in, taking a part of your day to spend time with me, talking about how stupid Beavis and Butthead are. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe. Come on, help us hit 100 subscribers. Thank you all for your support. For those of you who do check us out on YouTube, if you're checking us out on Facebook, hey, what's up, Facebook gang? I'm back. Just for right now, though. I don't know. We'll see. But stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming up with the channel, some new interesting things, and we'll be around. So I'll probably be back later with another review of a Paramount Plus exclusive. Who knows? But until next time, you guys take it easy, stay breezy, and I'll holler at you guys. Peace.